The sound of the final buzzer means it's hangover time. So grab a drink and join your host, Alfonso,
Brasjazz,
for a Miami Heat Beat post-game show.
Heat lose. But do they? Does this count? I mean, this was. Listen,
the game tonight.
We suffered through this one, but as if it weren't bad enough, we're watching a preseason game where only like 7 players were available for the Heat. Yeah, allegedly. We had to sit through like 10 minutes of nothingness because the fucking shot clock went off. What kind of operation are you running, Atlanta? This is shameful. Like, if I were Solomon Hill, I'd be like, I'd be like trying to switch locker rooms at halftime. Like, this is bullshit. This is not how he should be treated. What
Joey's garage.
Fuck is that?
That is Joey's garage for sure.
No, that's not Joey's garage. I think that's our Boy Meets World cast member that's joining the show today.
Anyway, so as if we don't have enough Heat players, we also don't have Alf. Alf is also out tonight. Tiff is out because of a new puppy. I mean, we are in shambles. But at least this game, who gives a shit? It's like the millionth game of preseason. It's another Joey's mom trying to park her car. Who cares, man? I'm still here to have a good time. So let's see who we got on the show today. All right, here we go. Yeah, so we got the crew. It's a sausage party tonight. That's fun. Viewers love that.
Eric Matthews at the bottom.
Jack. I can't believe that we're doing a show with the Eric Matthews.
I'm a huge fan.
I'm a huge fan. Eric, you are my favorite character on that show. I think all of us, we all grew up with that show. And you were really a paragon. You were a paragon of my childhood and my coming of age. It's just really exciting to be on a show with you.
You're really sucking all of the air out of the room, G. Like, you normally talk a lot, but at least you're talking about basketball. Now you're talking about, like, Boy Meets World. Like, please shut up.
I'm with him. We're going to do a Stream Beat special on Boy Meets World.
And
I would love to have Eric Matthews on for that.
Is Topanga canceled? I think Topanga got canceled.
No, wait, what happened?
I think like a couple months ago or a year ago.
Is that real? We need
Jack,
to chat.
your mic's not working.
Eric, it's not working.
I love how Jack is here just for the visual medium. Yeah. I mean, that's enough. What is going on?
See, every time he fiddles with the mic, it starts working, and we get this background noise.
Can you hear me now?
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. All right. Yeah, okay, let's move on. Let's find out what everyone's drinking.
Eric Matthews sounds like a Price is Right contestant.
We're off to a great start. What? What was that?
He sounds like a Price is Right contestant.
No, not you. Whatever. All right, let's go around. So what are you drinking tonight, Moose? What are you drinking?
Okay, this game did not deserve the good stuff, and by the good stuff I mean the monkey shoulder. But I wasn't gonna show up here empty-handed. So shout out to our boy Christian Hernandez. Because of him, I am trying out the Casamigos tequila, so got a little bit of that on the rocks tonight.
Very nice.
Is it tequila or mezcal?
That's
I
tequila.
don't know, bro.
That's tequila. Oh, come on. You got to, if you're drinking it, you got to know what
you're
drinking.
Not bad.
Joey, what are you drinking tonight? It's been a minute, Joey. Been a minute.
It has been a minute. I wanted to shout out my personal close friend, Travis Scott, for the cacti. Again, ask me if it tastes good.
Does it taste good?
It doesn't. It doesn't taste good. We're drinking it because we're on sicko mode. All right, guys? Sicko mode.
Sicko mode the next day after drinking that shit. I would ask you what you're drinking tonight, Jack, but I don't know if we're going to be able to hear you or if we want to hear you, but let's try.
Unmute yourself. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Just whisper.
Can you hear me? I'm going to kind of ease into it.
Your mic is so loud right now. Can you turn the gain down?
I'm turning it down.
Vader-ish to it. Yeah,
that's better. Yeah, talk now.
I asked if we could test before this, but clearly I was muted, so you couldn't hear me.
We're good.
I'm drinking a banana bread beer. Tastes like
good.
banana bread.
Ooh.
That looks good.
Oh, it's pretty good. It's surprisingly light. It's kind of bullshit. It's not good. It tastes like banana bread. You don't want beer to taste like banana
that's
bread.
beer.
Yeah,
You know,
so
there
it's a
was
good thing you bought it. G, what are you drinking tonight?
I just got over a little cold, so I'm celebrating with a little bit of tequila on the rocks. So just the good stuff.
All right.
Tequila or mezcal?
Tequila.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just drinking a scotch on the rocks because the whole electrical grid at fucking in Atlanta is on the rocks right now, so I figured it was appropriate.
The arena functioned a lot like the voting machines in low-income neighborhoods in Atlanta.
Ooh.
That's what we had going on here.
It's a good place for a hard out.
I mean,
Later, Jack.
Oh, so Jack just left. Okay, cool. This is going really great. So,
that was a good joke. No one laughed. Alf would have laughed.
well, listen,
I
I
didn't
don't
wanna
joke
be
about that
seen
kind
in
of
the
thing. It's
same area
very,
as
very
the joke.
serious.
It is
Johnny.
serious.
It's very serious
I was
and kind
bringing
of
awareness to it.
kind of sick to joke about that kind of thing. Anyway, so first preseason loss this season. But is it really? Do you even count this? Because aren't some teams playing like 4 games?
I think most teams
Yes,
are.
there are some teams that are playing more games than others. I know that the Miami Heat are one of the teams that took the most amount of preseason games.
Why would they do that though? I don't
I
understand
have
why they
no
would
idea.
volunteer, because people say that the teams are sort of in control of their of how they space their games and how they do, and like why the fuck would the Heat choose 6 games and have 2 back-to-back games in a preseason? I don't ever recall seeing back-to-back games in a preseason before.
Let alone 2 of them. Two for a team. Like it's wild. I'm with you. I've never seen. I think the NBA is doing a tremendous disservice, showcasing Trae Young versus Micah Potter to the world.
But anyway, my point is,
not
if
a
some
fan.
teams only played 4, we won 4. That's it. It's undefeated, and these is just like extra credit. So I also think it was pretty weak of Atlanta to. Why would you have your starters in for 3 quarters against this squad?
Because they need to feel alive, Brass.
Is that what it is? Because I just
Atlanta
think
needs a win.
if someone got hurt, man, holy, that'd
I
be.
think this was also their last preseason game, but I may be wrong.
It was,
I think this was their last tune-up before the regular season.
This was
All
a
right.
statement game. This was a statement game, and we blew it.
Tell 'em.
All right.
Mhm.
This is a
Worst
must-win.
loss of the season.
Worst.
I'm with Jack here. I think, Jack, you said it best.
Of all the losses this season, this one's
is the
far
worst.
and away the worst.
I think
yeah.
I
Unquestionable.
think Max
First is the worst.
no-show today was like pretty unacceptable. Like for a guy like him to just completely, fumble the ball, like not play up to his ability when he was really one of the only scorers. It's just when you get outplayed by a dude named Potter, you fucked up. And like this was Max Strus's day to shine, and he just totally didn't. Caleb Barton showed you why he's a two-way guy, and I think all these dudes just showed you why they're not the starters, right? These guys are not the marquee players, except for maybe Gabe Vincent sometimes.
Gabe Vincent, of course.
Yeah, I mean, they just showed you who they were today. Really disappointing. I don't know how they bounce back tomorrow. That's a really quick turnaround for them to do that. I mean, Spo's going to really have to go over the film. This might be, I mean, Moose, you correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is a game where you just throw away the film, right? You just burn the tape.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
It's a
You
burn
throw
the
away the
tape
film. Don't even worry about it. Pretend like tonight didn't even happen. Just rack up the mileage on your frequent flyer miles if you're Spo, just going up and back.
Yeah.
Well, on the plus side, the record button wasn't working at the arena tonight, so
Perfect.
So it
There you
didn't. None to delete.
Well, my favorite was when the broadcast just straight up didn't have a score. It was like no score, just vibes.
Well, can I say something real quick? I once again was
Yes.
in the car when this happened, and I was listening to the Jack's radio call. He gave me no description of what was going on. Literally, all he said is, "Folks, I wish I could give you the score and the time. Don't have it. We'll be back after this." I was like, "What the fuck is going on right now?" I had to ask you guys in the chat what was happening.
Ethan's killing me today.
A real Orson Welles, that Jax.
Correct. Yeah.
I think it's a little weird. I'm not going to say anything bad about Max tonight because I mean Max was 5 and 9 from 3. I mean, Max
Handsome.
was Max was
not enough. When your back's against the wall, 5 of 9 is not 9 shots tonight. Are you kidding me? This is a 15 to 17 shot night for him. I mean, the fact that he was a little scared to shoot today, it brings up some character concerns.
I mean, he took 14 shots, but I mean, yeah, but I'm not going to sit here and talk about Strus. I mean, I think it's fair to say like KZ Okpala needs to see no minutes ever again because that is not. It's just he's not really playable in any possible situation, and if he can't show you anything on a night like tonight, I really even in the fourth quarter, I don't know what we're doing there. I really don't.
He doesn't either.
Clearly, Jack, like with KZ's performance that you've seen, I mean, say the last like 10 games, whatever. Like, what have you seen? Like, do you want to see him anymore, or are you ready to just move on?
He's just the same guy he's always been. Am I?
No, your mic is
Am I
good now.
sounding okay? Okay.
Listen,
Not
if
really.
KZ
Keep it
can
going.
have a turnaround like your mic just had, maybe you can convince me.
He's just the same guy he's always been, and like maybe like he can pop off for 5 threes and some nice blocks like any given Sunday, but like most of the time he's just shown no development. Like he can't string games together. He doesn't know how to play basketball. Like I don't really know why he's on the roster. I don't want to be mean about it, but he hasn't really shown any
They gave him a
development.
contract, dude. Like they gave him a contract. It's not like that could have been a spot for somebody else, and they're just like, "Nah, we gotta reward KZ Okpala."
Yeah.
KZ's been bad for years. I've been saying this.
One player that did absolutely ball out tonight was Javonte Smart, though. Javonte was looking good. And now I'm not going to sit here and hype up and yeah, exactly. I'm not going to sit here and like overhype a player, but I'm just saying like this is a player that we saw really good things from in the summer league, and he showed a lot of promise. And here he is, he's getting some minutes against starters. By the way, against the Hawks played their starters
Against Eastern Conference finalists, baby.
Yeah,
Brass, I'm with you and not getting ahead of it, but let's give him his credit. He has been showing spurts and sparks way more than KZ has shown in like the 3 or 4 years that he's been here. In just this little bit of time, we can see where the Miami Heat could develop this talent, what he could offer this team if he continues to grow. I think the G League minutes for him this year are going to be really, really important, but he's definitely somebody that I'm excited to watch throughout the year. If he gets some minutes at the back end of the rotation, later in the year.
Well, he's unquestionably going to be the best Smart on the floor tomorrow in Boston.
We'll be the only Smart.
Yeah, that was the joke, but yeah, it's cool. But yeah, thank you for that. God damn it, G. Anyway, yeah, he's been really good, and I think me with a lot of he Twitter people were a little upset that he got number 15, but
He's earning it.
To me, he's earning that 15, man. He's earning that 15.
Whoa.
Joey, did you sort of notice anything in this game, or did you sort of just check out after we were sort of getting obliterated?
Joey didn't know we were going to have a show until like 20 minutes ago.
Here's the thing. I did. It was 25 minutes, and I did. And I do want to say that there were so many people on the court that were playing for the Miami Heat that looked like strangers to me, and I felt like I had never seen them before, and great for is it Micah? Is it Mika? Is it
Micah?
Michael? Micah?
I love Mika songs.
All right, well, that's who we're talking about. Mika Potter, he's great. Or as I like to call him,
Mackay?
what is it?
I don't know.
Michael Potter Jr.
Yeah.
Is it Michael?
Anyway, I've been calling
He
him
looks like a
Semitic.
Michael.
He's a Semitic Myers Leonard. You know what I mean? He's facing
Yes,
the floor,
Jordan.
but he's a big fan of the Jews.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
That's good.
That's good. It's an improvement. Yeah. So tomorrow
bar.
night, I don't think we have any official word on who's going to be there, but the broadcasters tonight were definitely talking as if pretty much everyone that wasn't available tonight is going to be available tomorrow. Now, I'd be surprised. I'd be very shocked if Jimmy comes back. I know he's been out. He's been sick, not in protocols or anything, but I think I mean, sit Jimmy. let's not do this. There's one more game left in preseason.
I'd like him to play.
Save him for
I
the
would
Bucks.
like to see him play.
I like him to play. No, I think
Yeah.
not that these games like matter, but I do think that, because he's missed so much time already, that I think if he just plays a half,
Just get his legs.
he's
Get his
played
legs
one
under him.
preseason game and he's barely played in that game. So it's like they've played precious few minutes with him, Bam, and Kyle on the floor together. So, I'd rather them not debut that really, or against the Bucks. I think, a little warm up.
Sounds
I
like you
totally
really don't
disagree
believe in
with you
Jimmy,
here.
but
Yeah, Jimmy stays ready. When has Jimmy ever not been ready?
No, but
He's getting reps in the gym with Kyle and Bam.
But he's gonna
He's
be
been doing
like
that all summer.
But he's gonna be
He's been
more
doing
off
that for
the ball
years.
than he maybe ever has. I think this is gonna be the most off ball role he's had since his first couple of years in Chicago, right? Like I think Kyle is gonna really do a lot of the handling when the three of them are together, especially early in the game. Maybe late it's different, but
That's why he got stupidly locked in. I mean, I heard he's waking up at 2 a.m. instead of 3 a.m. to go practice in the gym. So
Wow, I heard he's
ever
not
been-
sleeping.
Have you ever been
Yeah.
stupidly locked out? I've been stupidly locked out before. It was real hard to get in. So
would your mom change the key or something?
it was that. It was her boyfriend was not a fan of the situation anymore.
Brass, I do want to say something about Caleb Martin, because I think early on, a lot of us were really excited, oh wow, he looks really good on this 2-way contract. I watched some film last game he played, and I think tonight, I just don't. They're gonna have to do something about that. I don't think he's good, a rotational guy. Again, we're just preseason, we're a couple games in, and I've really careened back and forth on this, but I don't think he's looked good. I think for the most part, he makes bad decisions, and I don't know, that's just not something that really gets fixed. I think it's playing Jimmy more and him relegated to a much more of a bench role will help him, but I just really haven't been impressed early on either end of the floor. I think he can make a play, right? So that's what you like. He had that block the other day, and he will make a play, but I just think his baseline isn't great, and I'm not a huge fan of his. So if I'm going into the next game and they're all playing, I'm really monitoring how they're playing him rotationally. Is he backing up Jimmy? So I imagine that they'll do. And then what's the minute look like in the first half? How much is Jimmy playing versus not? And what are they doing with those lineups? Because I'm not a huge fan of his. And at the moment they kind of need him because they don't really have anybody else at that spot of the backup small forward.
Yeah. I mean,
and none of these young guys are that positionally, you know what I mean? So
yeah, I hear you. I mean, I don't know what to think. I mean, with this team, we've seen a lot. That was more. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't think you're totally wrong.
I'd rather hear him talk about Chris Martin.
Schmieden said that was 100 more words than should have ever been spoken about Caleb Martin. And Schmieden's absolutely correct.
I don't think you're totally wrong, G, but you also, your last statement was the overall defining statement. Okay, but what's the other option?
Well, Chat's saying Max Strus.
I think they're a little bit different.
Yeah.
Bro, I think
I'm gonna come out
Caleb
and
Martin
say it.
can give you more on the defensive end.
Max fucking sucks, right? And
Oh,
I'm gonna
That's a
say,
little strong.
yeah,
That's a little strong.
Max sucks.
Yeah, I'm if Max Strus is in your rotation, you're a bad team. I'm sorry.
Whoa, Brass. take
That
him
dude's
out.
not.
Yeah, that's
No, man. What was that? Where did that come from? Max Strus, we slandered that guy. Nikias slandered that guy. The first game of last preseason, and we all shut the fuck up the next game because it's he's actually really good. I just don't see since when did what? How did he go from being pretty good, pretty solid, kind of fringe player on the team to being he sucks? I don't understand what happened. G, explain yourself.
He's fine as a third string guy, but Chat's saying that he's a backup. If he's your backup small forward, you got fucking problems, man. He's not good enough to survive out there. That's not good enough.
If you were on the Raptors, you'd be
obsessed with
No,
him.
I wouldn't. Man, the Raptors have had their fucking death problems for a long time. So I don't do that, but I'm just not a huge fan of him. I don't like him defensively. I think he's like a good shooter in theory, but like he didn't shoot the ball well last year. Like he has moments where he lights it the fuck up, but like
Jack, you clearly want to say something. Go, Jack. Go.
Yeah, go.
Okay, so I partially agree with G. Like,
No, go off on him. Come on.
okay, I partially agree with you that like Strus is not the highest quality all-around player. I don't think he's going to be Duncan Robinson. But like to say that he didn't shoot well last year is like a total anomaly.
he shot
like Duncan
34%.
But Duncan didn't shoot well his first season either. And like it was just a bad offense. It was like a horrendous offense that was like hard to overcome. And he was a much younger player. Like I think you're counting on development from Strus, which I think the Heat have like proven like to get out of players pretty consistently. I do agree with you that like he maybe shouldn't be your backup, but I think like as a throw-in wing there for like extra offense, he's like a great rotational player to have. It's not like he's expensive.
I'm turning the music off. That was a little lukewarm.
I think he has to be like your third.
I didn't
lie.
ask for it.
Not gonna lie.
Like in your depth
thought I
chart.
was
Neither
going
did
crazy.
Strus. Strus didn't expect to catch fucking strays from G tonight.
Seriously.
Unbelievable, this guy.
Been saying it for years.
I really, really, really wish that we collectively would just stop going out of our way to shit on players.
I don't. Hold on, wait a second. I said that he's like bad in the context of like.
You said he sucks.
You said he sucks.
You said he sucks,
He doesn't
dude.
suck. He
Do
doesn't-
not backtrack on this.
He doesn't
You fucking
suck.
said
Okay,
it.
I'll backtrack. He doesn't
We
suck.
got you. Like, there's film.
We saw you.
We
Roll the
saw
tape,
you.
Brass.
There's film of what you did. Can we talk about? Can we? You know, if we were really gonna slander somebody, can we talk about Nikias, who used to be a Heat fan and used to actually cover the Heat, and this motherfucker tweets about every team other than the Heat. There's like,
What are you doing?
Seriously.
I'm sick of this. Like, I had a whole timeline of Nikias talking about the Hawks and Reddish and all this shit. He had one tweet
He's a
about the Heat.
national NBA reporter.
No, come back. Fuck this.
What is going
sound
on
like-
with you tonight?
No,
You sound like a Lebitard hater.
Somebody.
Somebody's like, I wish it was just the
Dan's
which is
not
like
local
fair,
anymore either. Dan's a sellout. They're all talk about the national stuff. They don't care. Dan doesn't watch the
You're a
Heat game.
Raptors fan.
Dan hasn't watched the Heat game
Actually-
in 10 years.
Lebitard has a local hour, and every week they do a segment called "Because Miami," and it's fascinating.
Is Dan on that local hour? Is he still?
Yes, he is. He
He
hosts
is
it.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He stopped doing it for a long time.
Well, sometimes he just sits there. You know.
I don't get how you could do this. Like, you're a Raptors fan talking about other people selling out, not being loyal to Miami. What is this?
Kyle's here. You should be happy.
I'm thrilled.
You don't seem very happy, G. Is everything
You
all right?
seem miserable right
I'm
now.
thrilled.
You seem pretty miserable.
The
You're
Max
shitting
Strus-
on fan favorite Max Strus and
Is he a
NBA
fan
favorite Nikias Duncan.
Is he a fan favorite? I mean, somebody has to like push back on Nikias. You know what I mean? Like somebody has to. Nobody in chat agrees with me. Nobody agrees with me. That's fine.
I don't think so.
That's cool.
I don't know, man. I think you need to chill the fuck out.
J-Duck says
But
I'm stressed. Yes, I am.
did this preseason change any of your expectations on this season? Did it show anything? Did it make you feel better? Make you feel worse? Anything, Moose? How do you feel about this?
I mean, honestly, it just got me excited about the team. Granted, not tonight's performance. We're going to pretend like tonight didn't happen. But in general, I think we all were coming into the season, optimistic. And it's nice to see that there's really going to be something fun to watch this year. Yeah, there's going to be some time for them to get it together. But there's a lot more on this team that's going to keep us interested and keep us potentially in the mix with a much higher seed this year. I just think I'm very optimistic about the team. Yeah.
I mean, this preseason is pretty weird because the Nuggets were 0-3. I mean, there's good teams out there that just aren't doing anything. I mean, the only one that is you can really truly believe in is factual is the 0-5 Lakers because they're clearly trash.
Correct.
And they're not going to do shit, and they're done. That is who they are. They're terrible. Yeah, good riddance. But aside from that, it's preseason, man. Oh, God damn it, Gianni, you are no.
Why couldn't that happen while he was
G's out.
slandering
God,
the
this
guy?
fucking guy.
Yeah, he's got to go.
I can't.
All-time
What are we
G
gonna do about
show
him? What are we gonna do about him? He's like off the. He's out of control. right? He's out of
Yeah.
control. I really thought that Kyle coming here was going to change him, make him happier, make him just love to talk about this team, and all of a sudden he's just angry, he's pissy, he's shitting on players, he's shitting on Nikias. Out of all people, Nikias.
Great guy. I love the guy.
The nicest
Unacceptable.
guy. Phenomenal writer, musician, just all around person.
I love him. Great guy. Just totally, but just gotta call a spade here.
Yeah, what's up with all the tech issues this episode, though? Like your camera going off? Unprofessional.
Yeah.
You got to come prepared.
It's been happening for years.
It's disruptive, what it is.
Alf, come back, man.
Anyway, this shot clock, guys. This was that was interesting. I never really knew exactly what would happen if a shot clock did go down in the game and how they would handle that. And they handled it terribly. That was really, really, really bad. But I will say, we do have a very, very, very special guest tonight. So straight from Atlanta, we have that very shot clock.
No way.
We do. We absolutely do. So here, let's bring him in here.
Where am I at? Oh.
Oh my God! Well, thank you for showing up. What the hell happened tonight?
You want to know what happened? You really want to know what happened?
Yes.
Yep.
We were on strike, okay? Local union, all right? We were on strike for just,
But strike for what exactly?
Zero dark 24 seconds. That's what was the code name. That's all we had. Basically, at the time, it was just a cool code name, and then we were supposed to do that. It was like a prank as well as a dare, and I did it both, and I got in trouble for it.
Is this the first time that you've pulled this kind of thing before?
Legally, I'm supposed to tell you yes, but also no.
Anybody have questions for the shot?
Wait, I just want to get this straight. Was it a prank or was it union action?
Yeah.
It's both? Like the union voted on you to prank somebody?
Next question.
Okay. I'm sorry. I shouldn't.
Mr.
It's not my
Tissot.
business.
Mr. Tissot.
It's Tissot. The family name is Tissot.
My bad. Mr. Tissot. God, sorry.
Like a
Were
bird,
you
Tissot.
expecting were you expecting such a frenzy once you went out? Like what were you anticipating once the shot clock expired?
I was going to get the people talking. For sure. They were going to wonder what was going on, and it was going to be because of my prank / union / other affiliates / other things that were affiliated with adjacent to those things.
Now, I heard
you're trying to give voice to the voiceless here.
If I'll say what they wanted me to tell you to say. Nothing, because they can't say anything. They're voiceless.
I heard the scoreboard also went down shortly after you went down. Was that a related incident?
Yeah, my buddy Scoreboard SB, I call him SB. He was in on it too. It was like a giant prank, but also, like I said, it was also part of the union and also miscellaneous activities, like I had previously addressed.
All right.
Any other questions?
The only thing worse than
Any
Max
other
Bruce's
questions?
performance today is this bit.
What is up with him today?
Hater.
I don't know.
That was
Johnny.
a hard out. I love that shit to you.
Honestly, I even put it in the chat.
No,
I'm stay here.
No, we're gonna stay here because even sitting in dead silence here is
we're
better than
committed to
anything.
it.
It's better than anything you said tonight, Gianni.
That's true.
G likes it.